I literally came off of Higher Ground and went straight onto the set for The Other Side.
Wow.
And I had a really bad cold or a sinus infection
So
at the time too.
before any of your viewers think that Anne Marie was just hired because she was my girlfriend.
I had to audition too. With everybody else.
Also, I don't know if you can see this. Can you lean in and show them your eyes, my darling?
Oh, yeah. Well, because I was playing.
Get in there. Get in there. So
really
this
quick.
was part of the plot twist, was that the people that Alar was representing, or that Farrell and Alar, who Alar played by
The Eurondans.
The Eurondans, that's right. René Auberjonois.
Yeah.
Right. So it wasn't an accident that they were supposed to we were perpetrating this not so subtle Nazi thing about purebred white people, right? And Anne Marie has piercingly blue eyes, which when you first see them, it's hard to form sentences, right? And so, in addition to being my girlfriend, she also had the absolutely perfect look as Alar's second in command, right?
I did a good audition. I mean,
he did an awesome.
There was a lot of sci-fi being shot in Vancouver at the time, and
we knew what the job was.
Yeah, I was a lieutenant, second in command. Yeah.
So it wasn't
very committed to the cause.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm trying to think now. Did all of the Eurondans have the same color of eyes, even?
No, they're white. They were all
okay. Yeah.
The scene where they go in through and they get the tour and they're all in these chambers, the pods,
Yeah.
and you can see, all of a sudden you realize that they all look the same. They all look very
exactly. I just wanted to see how far down you would take it, because he called out your eyes, which they are striking. But I was like, were all their eyes the same color too? Is that how specific they are with their genetic engineering or their breeding programs?
Well, we couldn't afford that. It was a little too expensive. Have everybody with piercing blue eyes. Yeah.
Aryan looking. Yeah.
Okay.
But that was a hard, that particular, I know I'm getting a little off topic there, but that was a difficult match shot to achieve, because you were supposed to notice that it was only white people, right? And that the Eurondans were not inclusive, right? And that the other side, the breeders, were inclusive, and that there was some non-white representation in there. But we didn't get a chance to see them very well until we saw just a flash of them when the one drone slammed into the bomber, right?
I said the reconnaissance vessel was unmanned.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
but their bombers are manned.
That's but also,
creepy.
I reread the synopsis and everything. I cheated last night just to remind myself, because it was 25 years ago.
I don't think it's cheating. I think it's more conscientious.
Yeah. To be refreshing my memory, but there was also allusions where because René Auberjonois' character Alar was not wanting Teal'c to be there and send him back, and he was making little things that were alluding to it. So then you kind of caught on. So when you saw that like Peter said, the match shot, then it was sort of like
it clicks, because you're watching Jack's reaction unspooling, because he's very protective of Teal'c, for on a host of levels, and it's that
great line. He's concealing something. What do you think it is? I don't know.
He's concealing it.
That's why I love that.
I think we all said that line like 25 times.
Oh, it was so funny. And it's you can only make those kind of jokes early in the first act, right? Because when it's still lighthearted, but then as it gets more and more serious, the jokes tend to go away. But you always gotta take your opportunity early on in the show. So sorry, David.
No,
I interrupted.
Okay. Anne Marie, when you got the script, do you remember anything about? I know this is a stretch. That first read through, it's one of Brad Wright's, in my opinion, one of his. I mean, he had so many great scripts, but this is one of my favorite episodes from the show, and it's one of the reasons that I've wanted to have you on here.
We didn't do a sit down read through.
Okay, but you did read the script before coming on.
I'm a professional, David, don't you know?
Absolutely.
For the audition, I would have only had the sides for my scenes. And then you get the full script, and of course you inhale it before you ever set. So yeah.
What do you think of it as a piece of drama as a whole, in terms of what sci-fi is? Are you a sci-fi fan?
I would say not particularly, in that it's not my first go-to. I'm going to confess something to you. Of all the Stargates, universe was my favorite, because of the humanity. I prefer the sci-fi setting to be the backdrop to people reacting to extraordinary circumstances, and to be set in those all these different worlds and places. I think it's just a great storytelling device. But sci-fi for the sake of sci-fi, like just people standing on ships and button pushing, that is boring to me.
But you see the socially relevant.
That's what I was getting to.
Okay,
Yeah. So in terms of the story, of course, it was, and I think that, I did watch Star Trek when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Who didn't? And I've worked with, oh my God, help me, William Shatner.
Yeah.
I did TV with him a million years ago back
You
in Toronto.
were on Andromeda.
I did Andromeda.
Look, if I do this,
Oh yeah,
do you recognize?
that was the first. I did a couple.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, you don't. Well, that's okay.
Haven't seen Andromeda.
It's not for you. That's fine.
Yeah, well, that was when I played an alien. I had prosthetics. I had like raised thingies. I had to be there
Had a
at 3
thingy
in
on
the
her
morning
head.
to get
Yeah.
prosthetics on. But then we did one together.
little
We played
puppy.
husband and wife when I was pregnant with Jake.
Really?
We played husband and wife on an episode of Andromeda. That's a funny one. It was really silly.
I'm going to go and watch this.
Oh my God, he should have won an award for that episode. He did not direct it.
It was in the style of Commedia dell'arte.
Yeah, it was over
very,
the
very
top.
over the top.
And he was basically playing King Henry VIII with like literally swinging a drumstick and a goblet. It
was fun.
It was really fun.
All right.
I had to wear a hat that was a crown that was
And you're
3 feet
British.
tall, and I was pregnant.
In the script, were you pregnant too?
What's that?
In the script, were you pregnant too?
No.
Oh,
But I
okay.
was this big brocade covered big gown. It was
We had been trying for a long time.
Yeah, and I just happened to get pregnant and
that
booked a role, and
That was Jake's first job on camera.
yeah,
He was in there.
the only person
He looked like this. Hey,
he was too lit. He was
Right.
like this big at that point. But the only person who knew I was pregnant was the
that's how I
ward.
imagine a baby in the womb. Hey, it's warm in here.
The
Well-
only person who knew I was pregnant was the wardrobe.
Jeez.
And him.
The episode has a lot, I think, going on beneath the surface, because we've been trying to get technology. We've been trying to prove our worth as an organization. And we finally get someone who not only says, hey, we've got this stuff, but we're willing to share it with you for water. It's game changing for the show. But Jack's usually the one who's pushing this. And Daniel's like, I don't know, we need to get more information. And Jack wakes up to the realization that, not everything is as awesome as it seems. We do need to do a little bit more research. It's one of the best, in my opinion.
The moral dilemma, and then saying close the iris when René Auberjonois was trying to come through.
Thanks for watching this clip from Dial the Gate. You can find the full live stream shows on our YouTube channel or visit dialthegate.com for the complete schedule. See you on the other side.